Today we are making a viewer-requested cocktail. It was requested by a bartender in Stowe, Vermont named Brian Crux, and he runs the bar at a resort called Top Notch, which is in Stowe. And he actually sent me the bottle, this Barr Hill Gin, which is the local gin in Montpelier, Vermont. And here's a little piece of advice. If you want me to make your cocktail on this channel, 100% absolutely get to it and not have it get lost in all the other emails. Send me the liquor and I will 100% make it. I will still be honest about your cocktail. And if I don't like it, I will say that I don't like it. I'll be nice and constructive with my criticism. But if you send me the booze, I will absolutely make the drink. Absolutely.
But it has to be a new sealed bottle.
Right. So you can't send me anything homemade, and you can't send me any like old bottles that have been opened. But Marius, I'm pretty sure that it's illegal to send a opened bottle through the U.S. mail. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'd have to check on that. I'm pretty sure. But yes, it has to be a brand new sealed bottle. If it's not sealed, I'm not going to drink it. I'm just saying. You know, call me paranoid, but that's a good point. So Barr Hill Gin is really, really, really interesting. It is actually born out of the collaboration between a career beekeeper named Todd Hardy and the distiller at New Caledonia. Hold on, is it just Caledonia? So I said New Caledonia for some reason. It got stuck in my mind. It was Caledonia Spirits. His name is Ryan Christiansen. And basically, this is kind of like an Old Tom gin in that it is sweetened with raw honey after the fact. So they have 3 different products. They have this, and then actually he sent me a little, do I have it here? Oh yes, I do have it here. He sent me a little like gift pack, which actually came with, this is really, really nice of him actually. It came with the raw honey that they make, that this is, I'm assuming, sweetened with. And then also their, barrel-aged Tomcat gin, which is sort of a little bit more like Old Tom. But this is what I'm saying about this, is that it's kind of like Old Tom gin in that it is sweetened with the raw honey. So it's basically a neutral grain spirit that has juniper added, right, to make it gin. And then they sweeten it with raw honey. Just 3 ingredients is all that's in here. So I'm very interested to make this drink. Let's get into it. First thing we are going to do is just half an ounce of ginger syrup. And then we are going to do, it says 0.4 ounces. So I'm just going to call that like a short half ounce.
I wonder why it's 0.4.
0.4. I don't know if it's like a typo. Maybe he meant 0.5 and he just put 0.4 by accident. But I'm just going to say a scant 0.5 for that one. And then we're just going to do 1 ounce of Pimm's. Whoop. And, I kind of like that noise that I made. 1 ounce of lime. I should have done the lime before the Pimm's, but we ain't messing up this cocktail, right? And
we shall see.
We ain't messing it up. Famous last words. Here, I'll knock on wood. 1 ounce of our gin, our Barr Hill Gin. And then we're going to be adding the egg white. This is where I could be messing it up, but I'm going to do it in the other tin just in case. Because I talked a big game. Now, when Brian sent me this, when he sent me the recipe, he said that this was like a Pimm's cup variation, but this is more like a sour variation since we're using egg white. I realize that I don't have my glass in front of me. I'm going to grab it up. We're going to give a nice, this is going to be a little bit higher volume of the drink, and when we expand the egg, it's going to be nice and fluffy, and it's going to fit really nicely in there. So, and the other thing that I forgot, but it's just right off here to the side, is my trusty Angostura bitters. And I probably should get those toothpicks so I can do a nice little toothpick design on the front. Seeing as I don't have my dropper, I'm going to do it the messy way. All right. I'm getting a little spray, which means I didn't get a terribly good lock on my tin. We're going to use a big rock of ice because that gives us superior foam. and it gives us not as much dilution as the small cubes of ice would give us. It'll give us a lot of foam. So, give that a nice, hard shake. Enough. Ooh. Yes, this is going to be pretty high volume, so I'm glad that I got this nice bigger glass, and then we're just going to look at how creamy that is. We're just going to pour it. Look at that creamer. Oh, look at that, Marius. That's beautiful. Beautiful. Now, I don't have my dropper of Angostura with me, so I'm going to do this sort of the more messy way. Okay. And this takes a lot of bottle control to do this way, right?
Right, hold on a second. Oh, there you go.
Marius has to reset the camera.
I forgot how it worked.
Man, I'm a little out of breath from that shaking.
Okay, go.
All right, ready?
Yep.
So I got a little bit messy there. I want to get the Angostura off my counter because it does stain. Get it off here too because it'll stain. It'll stain, get it off. It's a little messy, but look. Then what you can do to sort of make your little messy, I mean, I did some nice lines, but I was a little bit messy about it. What you can do is just grab some toothpicks, like just grab a toothpick, and then we'll just make an intentional design here. There you go. And now it is beautiful. Do you want to catch that? Do you want to see that before I ruin it with my sip?
I got it.
You got the whole thing?
I think so.
All of it? The entire design? Everything?
It's like a grid. Right?
Yeah. I'm going to try not to sip off that side so that we can, preserve it for the thumb. Mmm. Really nice interplay between the ginger and the Pimm's cup. Or the Pimm, not the Pimm's cup, but the Pimm's. And then it's nice because, it's not overly sweet with the ginger syrup and the maple syrup. The maple syrup, maple syrup is really sweet, but it also kind of has sort of savoriness to it that is really, really nice. I would say, though, if I was going to be a little bit picky, that I would take the ginger syrup down about, I would say, to 1/4 of an ounce or so, because it's a little bit ginger forward. But honestly, that's just me being really picky. It's a really, really nice drink. I like it a lot. We got that nice foam on there. Look at that. It fits so well in this glass. We got that nice design, the Angostura bitters. When you sip it off the top, you get a little bit of that spice. And you know what? You get, a good amount of the juniper is really present in this. And this is like a very kind of delicately flavored gin. It's really, really beautiful. But you still get the presence of that gin in this cocktail. So, I would say that if you changed the gin in here, it actually would change the cocktail quite a bit. So good job, Brian Crux. I really appreciate it. This drink, I did not tell you the name of it. It's called the Thin Margin, which I really like, or Thin Margins, I think, which I really think is a fantastic cocktail name. I am not the greatest at naming cocktails. It takes me a long time to name cocktails. So kudos to you, Brian. It's a great drink. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the Barr Hill Gin. I will absolutely use it, and I'll mention you again when I use it. I'll mention you every time I use it, probably, because I'm really appreciative when people send me good stuff. And then look at on the cap of that. It's got a bee. I like it, and it's kind of covered in this nice wax, which is really nice. Nice touch. I really like this. Nice packaging, good branding. All right, guys, I think that's it for this episode. I could ramble on a little bit more, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to say, if you like our channel, please hit like and subscribe. Check us out on Patreon. We got good stuff going on there. And then on top of that, we've got some memberships on YouTube, so you should check those out. You get some bespoke, I don't know, Marius is now telling me to, what are you telling me? Keep going because we're almost, Marius is obsessed with hitting the 10-minute mark for some odd reason.
So close.
He's obsessed with hitting 10 minutes. I don't. It's because we get what? Is it because we get an extra ad break?
Yeah.
But people just some people just whine about it, and then I don't know if it really like makes
All
that
right,
much of a
now we
difference.
can wrap it up.
Oh, now I need to wrap it up. Okay. Well, yes, I don't know. Check out our apron sponsor that makes me look so handsome in these aprons, Staggerly Goods. And if you want 20% off at checkout, just type in Barfly SLG20, and I will see you guys on another time. Leandro out.